Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rudy Elizabeth. I am a pharmacy school student that just posts cool videos about like curricular life as a student, working in the hospital, working here, working there, different tidbits about pharmacy school, getting into pharmacy school, just a lot of random stuff regarding school. But now it's summertime and I want to do more things that I'm actually interested in. Don't get me wrong, I love making those videos about school and stuff, but I also enjoy like random things like natural hair videos. And if you can't tell from the name of this video, that's what this is. So welcome to my lazy quarantine natural hair routine. So I'm starting off with these two braids that I rocked this past week. Typically I pin them up like this. I'm sure I have a picture somewhere that I can insert. So I don't typically wash my hair every week. I typically do every other week because I spend 1 week as a wash and go, and then I refresh it that weekend, and then the next week is like I refresh it and do like, you know, twists or a puff, a low pony, stuff like that. So because I was in the hospital and I was like in the ICU and doing different things and like really running around and got sweaty and nasty, I am gonna wash my hair this week. It is 7 p.m. I'm supposed to start this at like 7 a.m. So this is gonna go until tomorrow. So tonight what we're gonna do is we're gonna wash and detangle and do an overnight mask. And then in the morning, I will wash that out and do my normal wash and go.
So first step is taking down my two braids. They do come out to this really cute little braid out, but obviously I need to wash this. Step 2 is separating my hair into two sections using these two clips. I do separate into two sections while I'm washing and then 4 sections when I am actually adding product to my hair. I typically detangle my hair while in the shower, but wanted to show you guys how I do so. So I have this really big black comb, and so what I do is I typically wet my hair and then I start at the ends, and really I only detangle the ends. I use my hands and I rake through the top of my hair, and I really only comb out my ends because that's typically where I get the most trouble. And to wash my hair, I'm using this Curl Protection shampoo by the Pantene collection. So post-wash, I'm going to be using this After Dark Overnight Mask by the Taraji pencil line from Target. I typically either create my own deep conditioner or I use one that I've had before. So this is actually going to be a new one for me. So I'm still going to do it in 2 sections, and I'm just going to apply it to my hair. Notice that I do this little wrap around my hand maneuver at the end of my hair, and that's because I'm getting rid of whatever has shedded during the wash process as well as whatever has shedded during the detangle process. And of course I just moved to a new apartment, so I have no idea where my shower caps are, so I'm using my handy dandy and very luxurious Michael's shopping bag, which I found out had a hole on top, so I had to add another bag on top of it, you know? So my review on the mask after just using it is that it's really light, which I really like. The only thing I have to say is that like I'm so used to like overnight masks or like even DIY masks being like visible. Does that make sense? Like I'm used to like seeing my hair
you know, basically be white or yellow or green, whatever the heck the color of the mask is. And this didn't really like, wasn't super visible. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I did like it. It smells good. It's light. I have a lot of hair, so I typically use it a lot more than I should. So I used about, you know, if you could see that, but I used about just under half the tub. I think it's, it's 8 fluid ounces, but I did like it. It smells really, really good. Very light. Yeah, I liked it. We'll see how it is in the morning.
So it's the next day. It's about 12:15 because I had an exam from 9 to noon. I am taking down my sections. You can't really see that the mask has like settled in, so this is it freshly washed and time to actually start adding product. I typically use one of those turban microfiber towels, but I just moved so I have no idea where it is, so shout out to this old t-shirt. So now let's get to it. First, I need 4 clips, which I separate my hair into sections with. I use this Denman brush and an edge brush for my edges. I use this Curls Unleashed smoothie styler, which I freaking love. It smells so good. And then I'm using the Tough Cookie TPH styling defining gel, and then the curl refresher, also by TPH, and then lastly some edge wax. So you will notice that my hair is basically close to dry when I take it out of the towel, and that's because that's just how my hair prefers to be before I add product. I've been natural for almost 8-9 years now, and so this is something I've actually known for a long time, but remember that everyone's hair is different. So first off, I'm separating my hair into 4 sections. So you'll see that there's 2 sections right now, specifically from when I wash my hair, when I deep condition it and stuff like that. And so what I do is I take one big section and I separate that into 2, add the product, and then I will move on to the next section of my hair, and then I separate that into 2. So I typically use some kind of like mist moisturizer, but this time I'm using the TPH curl refresher called the Guardian, and I spray on each section before I start adding product. So as I mentioned, my hair is typically close to dry, and this just kind of moistens it just a tad bit without making it too damp or too wet, so that I can still add product. I then go in with like a leave-in conditioner and curling styler mixture. This time I'm using the ORS Curls Unleashed Coconut and Avocado Styler. I typically rake this through. I use a lot because my hair is thick, like really thick, and so I rake this through. So this doubles as like my detangling as well as like my adding product in. So you'll see I'll separate into sections and things like that. And then I will eventually focus on my ends because those are my babies, and I will usually comb them down a little bit, and then I use my Denman brush to really rake it through the ends as well. So next up is the TPH Tough Cookie Styling Gel. So fun fact, I'm actually not a big fan of gels, but I love this one. So I've used gels like in the past, like kind of maybe the last time I used one was about maybe a year or 2 ago, and I just kind of stopped them because I always felt like they not only just like clump my hair together, but they left flakes, or my hair just felt like it was like caked on. And this one is very light, very easy to use, and it doesn't cake my hair or clump my hair or make my hair feel like crunchy. So I really enjoyed this. My mom was actually the first person to buy this one and then asked me if I wanted to use it, and it's definitely has become a staple product for me now. So typically I do it just how I do my other styling products. I rake it through my hair, and this is typically how it comes out after rubs. And now I just repeat the process throughout all the other sections. So once I finish sections on the same side, I like to unclip the side that was already finished and just basically run my hands through the entire section just to make sure everything is spread through evenly, everyone's coated, and everyone's good to go. And then my favorite part is getting them edges. Of course, I do a little bit of my part up top, and then of course just the front. I do a little swoop, you know, a little loop-de-loop, you know. And because this process takes an entire millennium in 4 days, you have to take a food break to eat Chipotle. So make sure you do that. Alright, now that I'm geared up, well refreshed and rejuvenated, I'm going to clip away the side that is currently complete so that I can start on the other side of my hair. So fast forward to when both sides are now complete. I'm using this little smoothing brush to make sure that my edges are nice and secure. And then I can unclip everything and just do a little shake. And here is my final look. Thank you guys for joining me for my lazy natural hair quarantine routine. If you like this video, like, subscribe below. If you want more curly hair vids, let me also know in the comments.